Hi, welcome to Tinfoil Handkerchief Tarot, where the energy never lies and the ancestors got jokes. This channel is for entertainment purposes, though tarot and oracle cards are great tools for reflection, clarity, and confirmation. With collective messages, if something comes out that doesn't resonate with you, the overall read probably isn't for you, though there may be messages within that are. The way I read cards is more about self-reflection rather than prediction, so while you may find some helpful insight, think of it more as the potential to preemptively heal aspects within self. Please keep an open mind and honest perspective, and if you don't come in peace, please don't come at all. This is a general collective message. All right. So we've got Autumn, Release the Old and Rest. And then the bottom of that deck is Broken Arrow, Embrace the Energy of Peace. We've got Solar Calm, which is Clarify. And then on the bottom of that deck is Debilitated Discomfort. Then for the Tarot, we have the Empress, Justice, and the Six of Swords. And then on the bottom of that deck is the Ten of Cups. I'm getting real out with the old, in with the new for this, and letting go of old thoughts and perceptions, letting go of the things that aren't helpful to you in order to move into a newer, happier place in your life. So like release the old and rest and embrace the energy of peace. It's like letting go of old hurt and embracing more of a calm that comes with being able to look at the past going, I'm grateful for those experiences, but now I'm looking to move forward with that. Just because things happened in the past doesn't mean you have to stay stuck in the past. And it's more peaceful for yourself and for your own healing if you don't stay stuck in a mindset of looking at things you lost, looking at things that didn't work out. It's more about thinking about the best way to move forward. And again, it's showing gratitude for experiences that have happened, but knowing that you don't have to stay stuck in an old mindset. And it's more peaceful to your own energy if you don't. You can move forward and believe that good things are coming. It may not be how you wanted it or the way that you wanted it or what you thought was good for you when you were thinking of it from a more unhealed space or before you had all the details or before you were thinking about it clearly. And I think that's where the solar calm and clarify comes in. It's like looking at things from a fresh perspective, like acknowledging where you might have been wrong in a situation. And I think that's what this debilitated discomfort is. It's about uncomfortable truths as you clarify, but just because it's an uncomfortable truth doesn't mean that it can't bring you to a place of peace. And that's what this releasing old and rest kind of signifies as well. Because letting go of old situations is uncomfortable. And sometimes you let go of old situations because you didn't know everything that you know now. And that's where the clarification comes in. But there is a sense of peace that comes through the clarity and understanding the details a bit more, looking at the bigger situation again, even though it's uncomfortable, the truth will set you free kind of thing. Especially with this card. It's about creating something new, a new story for yourself, a new version of yourself, a more healed version of yourself. It's about working on the aspects within self so that you can be a better version of you and you can be more creative. New things will happen, new things will come to you. You will attract that in, but it requires letting go of old things and clarifying new things. And yeah, some of that is uncomfortable, but it does bring more peace and it does bring new things into your life. And with the justice, now justice can be justice, but it's also a representation of balance. But with this particular card, because she's got the sword, I also take it to correspond to this, the releasing the old. This is like cutting the old and negative things out of your life and flipping your perspective so that you're able to create those new things. Again, it could be uncomfortable, but like this is a Libra card, right? Libra is about balance. So it's about embracing the energy of peace, even though it might be uncomfortable to let things go, especially when you receive clarification, because sometimes truth is hard. Sometimes it can hurt, sometimes letting go can hurt, but once you do that, you can bring new things in to your own life. The Six of Swords goes perfectly with this because it is again about releasing the old. Now, the Oracle card says release the old and rest. This is more just letting go of an old story or an old mindset or things that you were holding on to that don't necessarily help your growth. But it's about walking away from things that aren't good for you so that you can move into this Ten of Cups. Because Ten of Cups is great things and, building the life that you want, which goes along with this, right? You're creating new things, you're creating your own happiness, but sometimes in order to move ahead and be happy, yeah, it's uncomfortable in the moment, but once you clarify everything and you don't hang on to things that energetically deplete you, it brings more balance into your life so that you're able to embrace that energy of peace. But sometimes it takes walking away. But even when you walk away, you can walk right into your happiness. It's not always easy, but it brings you more joy and it brings you to a place where you're able to create new things and you're able to be more balanced and you're able to make more informed decisions and you're okay with letting go of things that aren't the best for you. And once you walk away from the things that energetically deplete you, you're able to rest. You're able to come from a place of more peace. You're less uncomfortable. You're not coming from a place of discomfort anymore, and you're able to move into a happier state of being, and you're able to raise your vibration overall. But in order to raise your vibration, you have to let go of the things that make you unhappy or the things that you feel drag you down, or old perceptions, old ways of thinking. It's just about moving into the new. And it's not always easy. Also with justice is very much, I perceive it to be like a rebalance, right? So if you're feeling energetically depleted, you need to rebalance in order to bring positive things in your life. Once you raise that vibration, you're able to create more positive things within that life. But again, sometimes it takes letting go of old perceptions, which sometimes requires clarity to, again, make more informed decisions. But overall, once you release the old and you embrace an energy of peace, because again, even releasing the old, like, you don't have to look back at it with resentment at all, right? You can embrace peace and move forward. Again, it's more about, I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful that I know that now. It may hurt in the moment, but sometimes rejection is God's protection. And sometimes understanding that brings you back to a state of balance rather than focusing on what you don't have or what you lost or what didn't work out, which is what keeps you comfortable. But when you look at the lessons that you can learn from the situation, it helps clarify and it'll help you understand a little bit better what you need to be able to bring balance back into your life, the things that you need to let go of, the things that you need to walk away from in order to bring more happiness into your life and to be able to create new things and be able to step into the next phase in your life. Sometimes we have to let go of things in order to make room for things that are new. And then that helps rebalance so that you're better able to create, and you're happy and you're more grateful, and it's like embracing that energy of peace. And once you embrace that energy of peace, you are more comfortable with the overall situation. And it's like the happier and more confident you are, the more happiness and confidence you will attract. And that's what I'm really getting from this. It's about loving yourself and trying to like learn and grow for yourself, and balancing aspects within to bring more peace and happiness into your life. So that's what I've got. If you want to see more readings, please subscribe to the channel, or check out my other channel, Tinfoil Handkerchief Alignment, or subscribe to Patreon, where there is multiple membership tiers to choose from. Until next time, keep the peace.